Hello everyone, this is Vortex259. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy II. Well, at the end of our previous episode, Firion, Maria, and Guy made their way back to the town of Fynn in search of Maria's lost brother Leon. We found that Fynn was overrun by Imperial soldiers, but we made our way to the pub on the east side of the village, and we talked to the bartender, gave him the rebel password, and he led us through a secret passage here. Apparently there's a wounded soldier waiting for us in the back here. Hopefully it's not Leon. So let's go see who it is. We'll just start walking down here. I guess I'll go ahead and use the B button dash to speed things up a little bit. And there's the wounded soldier lying in bed. But before we talk to the wounded soldier, let's see what awaits in these three treasure chests. In the first chest, we're going to get a potion. The second chest also contains a potion. Any guesses what's in the third treasure chest? You got it, it's another potion. So we get 3 potions from those 3 chests. Alright, let's talk to the wounded soldier here. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. Well, let's just let him know that we're rebels. We'll tell him Wild Rose, the rebel password. So, you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is Scott. I am a Prince of Kashuan. Well, we've already met another Prince of Kashuan too, Gordon, back in Altair. So, this must be Gordon's brother, Scott. Firion says, Prince Scott, we were told you fell in the battle. Thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not for much longer. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. There's something you must tell my brother Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. We'll try to say that to him with a straight face, Scott. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Fynn fell so quickly is that Count Borghen betrayed us. He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. There is one more thing. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that last message. The confessions of a dying man, they would only bring her pain. So Maria cuts in and asks, my brother, Leon, have you heard of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be of more help. So he gets out of bed and says, here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it will be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. If you'll excuse me, I just need to to rest. Just for a little while. Yep, so the brave Prince Scott perishes. But not before he gives us his ring. So we obtain Scott's ring, which is now available as a key item in our menu, and we can see that by going to our item menu here. There it is. And actually it does more than just add a jewelry type feature to your finger. It's a memento from Scott that allows the party to view the world map. So when you're in the overworld, just like in Final Fantasy I, once you press B select, you can see the world map now with that ring. Okay, well we've got to go deliver that message to Hilda from Scott, and also tell the king that the reason Fynn fell so quickly was because Count Borghen betrayed them. So I'm going to make my way back to Altair, and once I get there, we'll start back up again. We'll see you there. Okay, I am back in the village of Altair now. Made my way back from Fynn and fought quite a number of enemies on the way back. Actually stayed at the inn in Gatria to recover my HP and MP, but during those battles, everybody got a boost to their maximum HP. You can see Firion's max HP is now 52. Maria still has the lowest at 32, and Guy has the most at 70. Now Maria was really low on MP, and when she cast a spell and defeated some monsters, she got a boost to her MP after one of the battles, so her max MP is now 15, which is nice. And Maria also got a boost to her intelligence. It's now up to 16, so we're slowly moving up the ladder there. Okay, now that we're back in Altair, let's go back to the Rebel base and report back to Hilda what Scott told us before he passed away. So let's just run on up to Hilda's room here. And there she is. Let's talk to her. And once again, she tells you that the password is Wild Rose, but we're not actually going to tell her the password this time. We're going to show her Scott's ring. And she expresses concern with an exclamation point. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? And Firion has to deliver the grave news. He gave us this ring in Finn just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? But Firion honors Scott's request and says no, he didn't say anything. Your Highness, please, the ring belongs with you. She says no, keep it. It suits men of courage. You infiltrated Finn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have you lend that strength to our cause. Oh, okay, well, it looks like we've proved ourselves by making it to Finn and back alive, so now we get to join the Rebel Army. There is a magical metal known as Mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. Okay, good, so we get to learn a new key term here, so let's learn Mithril. Our second key term that we've learned, and let's ask Hilda about the Mithril. We lost Finn because we were ill-equipped. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of Mithril. I have charged Joseph, a man living in Salamand, with the task of finding a source of Mithril. I do not know the cause, but we've been out of contact with him for some time now. Would you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? Alright, so I guess we can go talk to Minwu here and see if he'll join our party. And Minwu says, I heard my lady's words and have waited here for you since. To reach Salamand, we must first pass through the port town of Paloon. Take my canoe and let us be on our way. Alright, so we get our first party member. Minwu joins the party. And Minwu is a white wizard, which will be nice. But not only that, we also obtain a canoe, which will allow us to cross lakes and rivers. So now we can go to that port town of Paloon. And we can find the canoe in our item menu. There it is, a small boat that can cross lakes and rivers. Okay, real quick, let's take a look at Minwu's statistics. He's got a lot of light magic spells, which will be really nice. Look at all that. Cure is already up to level 7. Well, most of his spells are really well leveled up. We can now use the life spell, Asuna, all kinds of good light magic spells. So it's nice to have a white wizard in our party. Alright, well, let's go report to the king and let him know that Count Borgen betrayed Finn, and that was the reason it fell so quickly. So let's just go back to the king's chamber here. And it looks like he's still ill in bed. The king says, so we've lost Scott as well. He had proposed to Hilda, you know. Now he'll never hear her answer. Yeah, I guess Hilda waited too late to give Scott an answer. I always thought he'd make a fine husband for her. Alright, well, let's tell the king the password again. He says, our crest has been trampled underfoot by the Imperial Army. To think we could be so easily defeated. Watch this. Borgen betrayed us? Then we did not fall to the sword, but to the corrupt hearts of men. Yeah, the king said a mouthful there. Now let's ask him about Mithril. We believe Mithril was in common use once long ago. Some surviving records indicate Mithril was mined in the north near Summit Falls. Okay, so Summit Falls may be a place to find Mithril apparently. Alright, well, let's use that canoe, put it to use here. So we'll just exit out of Altair. And we'll start heading to the east from the village. Well, actually, first we'll cross the bridge to the north. And that was a battle with the measly goblin. Nothing to worry about. Okay, now we can get in the lake and river here and cross with the canoe. How about that? And we now have access to the port town of Paloom. We have made it. So the next time we meet, we'll explore Paloom, and later we will meet Joseph in the town of Salamand and see what we need to do to find that mithril. So thank you for watching today's episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy II. This has been Vortex 259. We'll see you again in our next episode. Have a great day.